Hello, fellow model railroaders. Welcome back to Artie's Trains. Again, I am an HO scale kind of guy, so that is what we will be dealing with again today. We are going to be unboxing the haul that I got from the Great American Train Show. It was here at Kansas at the KCI International Expo Center. Um, and I just got a little carried away. Some of them had some pretty good deals, and I'm just gonna show you what I got. So the first one, it didn't really have a deal or anything. I just got it because I see it around my area, and it's just a cool like uh, hopper car. It's black with the red stripe, and that always just catches my eye. I love the black colors with the pop out of another color, and that's kind of honestly what most of my stuff that I got today was. Next up we have this the box cars, the rail box cars. Um, these again are just cars that I feel like I see around my area a lot. I really, when I pick out trains, I do look for good deals and stuff. This one was $70 for three cars. But I also like to look for things that I'm familiar with because that's what is appealing to me, I guess. But I got the set of three of them, the Railbox, and I'm not really sure if these are TTX at all, but TTX is definitely the one that I see the most. And there's an X on this one, and I don't think it is TTX, but I couldn't find anything like that. So this is what we got, and I think it looks very cool and very similar to the TTX box car. There was three of them, and it took me a little bit to get them all out of the box. I don't know why I showed you the box there, but you can see the empty box. Alright, now we have all three of the box cars out of the plastic, and so now I will show you all the details on it. I didn't feel like this one was super detailed, but I don't really feel like there's a lot of detail on many box cars, so it was still pretty cool, and I definitely like it. Again, the yellow, the gold-ish with the black. Now let's get to our locomotives. First of all, I got these last. Both the guy that was selling them said that the Canadian Nationals that he was selling were half off. The first one that I was going to get was the one. It was not this one. It was the one that's behind it. The first one was $100, but it ended up being $50. This one, uh, I just got because I ended up having enough money for it to spend, so I got this one as well. I didn't spend all my money there, otherwise there would be a crazy amount of boxes to unbox, but I did spend a good amount. This is again the $50 one. The first one was a little more expensive, but it was only missing a guardrail. And later you'll see that this one has more reasons as to why it was cheaper. Now I'll show the details of the Canadian Nationals for both of them because they're pretty much the same. This one just has different numbering, and I think the person that originally owned this, I think all of these were new except for the box cars and the coal car that I got earlier. And this locomotive that I'm currently opening, the Burlington Northern. This one I got mostly because of the coal cars behind it, but I also had a lot of other cars that were Burlington Northern, but I didn't have a locomotive for it. I Other than that, no real reason for it. I think this one's new. The only thing that's different that would make me say otherwise when it's running, the headlight is not functioning. The cab light is on, but it doesn't look like it has a headlight. So maybe that's just how it was made, and maybe, or it was just used. I don't know, but it also had a interesting looking wheel, and that's the only reason why I would say maybe it was used. But now we are on to the last thing that I got, which was the 5 coal cars from Burlington Northern. It is an Athearn. This one was definitely used. The couplers were a little jankied up, but I ended up fixing most of them, all but one. So you will see 4 of the Burlington Northern coal cars on the track, and one of them will be on my bed, which you'll see in a second. Alright, I'll show you the details on one of the Burlington Northern coal cars just to save time. I feel like they're pretty much all the same, different numberings for the different ones. But first we're going to start out with the Canadian National. This is the more expensive one and the one that I feel like worked better. We'll test it out just because I know it's used. So we're just going to see how it runs. Working headlight and cab light, which is always good. It just needs a little jump start because it probably hasn't been used in a while. So as soon as it got jump started and back on the rails, we got it going around, and it seems to work pretty well. Of course, what would a train engine be if it couldn't go backwards? So we'll test that as well. Overall, I think this was definitely worth it, especially since it was half off. All we have to do is fix the guardrail, which will be a pain in the butt just because it's so small and so tedious to fix, but we'll get it done. Alright, next up we have the cheaper Canadian National locomotive. This one, we'll test going backwards first because that's just the setting that I have it on. It worked good going backwards. Let's test it forward. No light in the front, and it does seem to be pretty loud going forward, so we'll have to definitely try and figure out what it is. If you guys have any idea, I'm not like the super big expert on how to fix trains. I just love running them. But it does seem to be going no noise backwards, so maybe it's just something to do with going forward that it's just, I don't know, not working quite properly. But like I said, backwards it runs great. Alright, now that we've tested those two, we're going to the Burlington Northern one. Don't think there should be a problem with this one. This one looked pretty new. Going backwards works great. Rotate it back to go forward. And doesn't look like there's a working light. Maybe we just need to give it more power. Oh, there it is. It's a little more in the cab light, but can't really see the headlight as much. But I don't think that's really much of a problem. As long as we get it running, that's all it needs. Alright, now that we have the trains all tested and working properly, let us look up some rolling stock. We'll first start with all the coal cars, except for the one that I'm going to leave on the bed because the coupler was just not functioning correctly. And hopefully we'll get it fixed, but because these do look fairly new, or at least really well refurbished, so it'd be a shame not to get it working. And let's give it power, and it is good. Alright, for some reason I only threw one of the Canadian Nationals on the track. I will put both of them on in just a second, but this is one with the goal and 3 boxcars. If you made it this far, make sure you tell Gwen that it's okay, because she was for some reason petrified of these trains. With the 2 Canadian National locomotives, I felt it was only right that we pulled out all of our Canadian National rolling stock that I had, and it's a hopper car and a coal car, and just carry stuff around car. And then I just threw this Canada grain car. It's not Canadian National, but I felt like it fit with the scheme. Alright, before we wrap things off, here's my cute dog. And here is all the things that I got at the Great American Train Show. It was a super fun time. I'm kind of bummed out I can't go again tomorrow because of the ice that's in the area. Here's my cat. I just love her. She's super cute, and that's why she made the video. And yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't like that. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy the video, please like and comment what train you'd like to see on the layout. If I don't have it, I'll let you know, but if I do, I'll definitely pull it out sometime for a future video. But for now, hopefully you guys are staying safe, and I'll see you guys later.